A black hole horizon is where physics has the least agreement with itself. Information appears to vanish. Entanglement between the inside and the outside is disrupted. And time, as measured from far away, appears to stop entirely. These are usually treated as three separate problems, addressed by three separate arguments. In temporal rate ontology they are one fact, seen three ways. Start with what the previous video established. The constraint parameter is the inverse of the temporal rate. Raise the constraint and continuation capacity is suppressed. Now take that to its limit. At a horizon, the temporal rate approaches zero. So the constraint approaches infinity. There is no new physics in this step. It is the same dial, pushed as far as it will go. Everything that follows is a consequence of that single limit. First, entanglement. Cross-system continuations carry a positive dispersion penalty. Product-type continuations carry none. As the constraint diverges, the coupled patterns are suppressed without limit, until only independent ones remain. The joint measure factorizes completely, and entanglement capacity goes to zero. That is the mechanism we already have. Nothing was added for the black hole case. Second, information. An observer outside the horizon does not have access to the fine-grained structure. They have access to a coarse projection of it, a summary. As continuation multiplicity collapses, more and more distinct fine-grained structures project onto the same external description. The map from the underlying structure to what an observer can see stops being one-to-one. And here is the point that matters. Nothing is destroyed. The fine-grained structure remains intact, and the distinct histories remain distinct. What is lost is the ability of an external description to tell them apart. Information appears lost because the projection is non-injective, not because anything was erased. That is a different claim from saying the paradox is solved. It says the loss is a feature of the description, not of the structure. Third, time. The same vanishing rate, read in geometric language, is exactly what general relativity reports as infinite gravitational time dilation at the horizon. Not a separate phenomenon. The same quantity, expressed in a different representation. So look at what we have. Entanglement suppression. Apparent information loss. Infinite time dilation. Three results, established separately, in three separate papers. And they are three representations of one structural statement: continuation multiplicity collapses at the horizon. Now, what has not been done? The framework suggests that entanglement capacity dissipating into the outside is a structural analogue of Hawking radiation. It does not derive the Hawking temperature. Making that quantitative would require computing the rate at which entanglement capacity converts into thermal continuation weights as a function of mass, and that work remains open. This is a structural reinterpretation, and it should be described as one. The horizon is not an edge of space. It is a limit of succession, the place where continuation runs out.